Okay, here we are in lesson 11.4, multiplying and dividing. So you can use the same rules that you use for multiplication and dividing of fractions to multiply and divide the rational expressions. So we are going to have the excluded values. Notice that with multiplication, you are just multiplying straight across the numerators in the numerator and straight across the denominators. Before you multiply, you may want to cross cancel. We'll be doing some of that. Dividing, then you have a fraction divided by a fraction. You'll do the whole keep, change, flip algorithm where you are basically multiplying by the reciprocal. And again, we will have and then you just follow the multiplication rules and we'll have our excluded values. So let's take a look. So here is an example. It's multiplication. First thing you'll do is factor. So if we have this factored trinomial, then we look to see if there's anything we can cancel. Well, they went ahead and put it together over 1, which you can. So h, times the two binomials, and then h plus 2 over that. But we can see that we have, and I guess they're already kind of doing it down here, but this cancels with this. One of these will cancel one of these. That's it. So what are you left with? You have the h plus 3 over the h. So let's go ahead and give some a try. So here, before we multiply, nothing to cross cancel here, but here I can cancel a 4, goes into 8, goes into 8. 4 goes into itself once and 8 2 times. Oh my goodness. This y can cancel and cancels one of those. So we're left with 3y in the numerator, but we have to take that 3 times 2. So we'll have 6y over the y minus 5. And then our excluded values is that y cannot equal 5 and y cannot equal 0. Okay? All right. Remember, this is over 1. We can, do the whole negative c plus 8. All right. Then we can factor out. So we'll have a negative 1 here. So negative 1. And then it'd be c minus 8. Okay. So we have 16, and then we have this negative 1, c minus 8. So the c minus 8 would cancel. And then we have 16 divided by negative 1. So our solution would be a negative 16. And then we wouldn't want c to be equal to 8. So c cannot equal 8. Excluded values. All right. In 3, we need to factor. So remember, when we're factoring, we want to look for factors, in this case, because the coefficient is 1, factors of a positive 10 that will sum to a negative 7. So that's probably 2 negatives, right? Like negative 2, negative 5 would be positive 10. And then negative 2 plus negative 5 is this. So we have, and then we can factor out a 2 here. So I'll rewrite this one as 2, and then z minus 2 over 6 times 3 over, and then we have our z minus 2 and z minus 5. So the z minus 2's would cancel. 3 goes into itself once and into 6 2 times, and then we can cancel the 2's. So it looks like we have 1 over z minus 5. And we want to go back to our original problem here, which is basically in factored form here. So we do not want z equal to 2, and we do not want z equal to 5. So excluded is 2 and 5. Okay. Getting ready to do the division, we just simply rewrite that. So t minus 2 over 2t, and then times 4c. So you're writing the reciprocal of the second, t minus 2. So these can cancel. 2. The t goes into there. So we're going to have 2t, and then this is 1, this is 1. So 2t is our solution, and then we do not want z equal to 0, or sorry, t cannot equal 0. Excluded is also 2 after we do the reciprocal. Okay. And number 5, we would have, so g plus 1 over 1 times the g minus 1. And I'm going to go ahead and factor out a g to get g plus 1. And I can cancel the g plus 1. And my solution would be the g minus 1 over g. These are g's, not 9's. And excluded would be g cannot equal -1, 0, or 1 from there, right? Can't be 0 here, can't be -1 here, and it can't be 1 there. Okay. All right, so we want to factor this, and then it will be in the denominator. So d plus 5 over d minus 1 times 1 over, and in factored form, we're looking for factors of -5 that sum to a positive 4, so that looks like a positive 5 and -1. So these cancel. These are both in the denominator. So it's equal to 1 over, and then we have this d minus 1 quantity squared, and d cannot equal 1 or -5, sorry, -5. Sometimes you can write it like that too with a semicolon. So 1 or -5 for the excluded values. Okay, getting ready to clear the screen. And that pretty much sums it up. So go ahead and identify your vocabulary and concept check, complete sentences, and you should be good to go. If you have any questions, of course, let me know. I know I haven't been putting the question on the Edpuzzle, but go ahead and add it to the end of the vocabulary and concept check if you still have a question. And we can address it in class tomorrow, or just ask it in class tomorrow. And I will see you then. Have a great night.